knocking on the door of a cell phone store in Houston, Texas. But he's not trying to get in, he's trying to get out. A young man can be seen on surveillance entering this cell phone store, but he has no intention of buying a cell phone. Karina Leone is working behind the counter, just out of view of the camera. The man reaches into his waistband to grab his gun. The suspect immediately demands that Karina give him the cash. But the brave
baby
employee
right there
believes this is the same man who robbed the store 2 weeks ago. The owner makes it clear, not this time. Being told no, the suspect paces, then heads to the office in the back of the store, and Karina makes her move. Karina ushers everyone out the door, then locks the man inside. This does not sit well with the suspect. Frustrated and momentarily defeated, the man remembers he has a gun. Then the suspect finds a front door key behind the counter. But there is another problem. Those bullets fired earlier damaged the lock so badly, the key won't work. There is only one thing left to do.
Help, please.
Throw himself on the mercy of those who locked him in.
I'm sorry, please.
And perhaps seek divine intervention.
Please. 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 Please.
22-year-old John Bell was arrested and pled guilty to aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. That would not be true without the courage of Karina Leone.
Hey, man. And this right here, right? This is one of the ones, man, where this is one of them young guys, man, who his own mama probably was tired of his ass. You know? This is one of them, you could tell he was a problem child. You know, he wasn't a gangster. He wasn't a street guy. I mean, just look at him. He was just a problem child. You know? And they exist out here, man. We got problems. It's a lot of young guys out here, man, who just a problem, man. They're not gangsters, or hustlers or street guys or none of that. They just a problem, man. They can't stay out of trouble, man. They're influenced by the life of crime, by the things they see on TV and the things that they hear, man, about these other guys doing, man, and how they came up and how they did the robberies and the shootings and all that stuff, man. You got those street guys, man, that's into a lot of, some of the crazy crimes, man, some of the craziest crimes. But then you got young guys like like this guy, man. Now, this young guy, man, he took it upon himself to go hold up a cell phone store. Now, I don't know how much you think you're gonna get out of robbing a cell phone store. You know, maybe a few $100s, if that. I'm quite sure you might come up with, a couple $100s. But a young guy like this, man, that's all it takes to satisfy him, He's at the point in his life where a couple $100s to satisfy him, man. He just wants some Jordans, a fresh outfit, probably been to juvenile hall a few times, man. I mean, it just, the aura, man, everything, everything about this just says that he's a problem child, man. He's not ready for consequences, man. Not real consequences. This is hilarious, man. This one here is hilarious. Because this guy here, not only did he go in that store, in that cell phone store, to rob these people and empty out the cash register. But if you notice, man, there was an infant or a toddler sitting in that baby carriage, in that stroller. He walked right past that baby waving a firearm. Right? No care in the world. No care in the world. This guy, he had a gun in his hand, man. And he felt like he was one of those type of guys. This is his moment. He gonna go in there. He gonna empty that cash register out. He gonna get out of there. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. When young punks like this, man, they get away with crimes like this, they only get worse. They only go farther down the road of crime, man. And they end up doing worse and worse and worse crimes, man. Until they eventually end up murdering somebody, taking an innocent life. You see? Now, this young guy here, man, like I said, everything about him says he's a problem child, man. His own mother was probably ready to just turn his ass in. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of his ass. Every time I turn around, I'm getting a call about his ass. He won't go to school. He won't get a job. He talks back to me. He don't have no respect. His father ain't around. I can't control him. He bring nothing but trouble to my house. And I don't want him to get killed out here because he's going down the wrong path. And I know what awaits him. I know what awaits him. He just don't know it yet. And a lot of times we have young guys like this, man. Their mother just want to save them because they know they didn't raise them like this. They didn't raise them like this. And a lot of times guys like this come from single motherhood, man. And they disappoint their mothers, man, when they want to be followers, man, and they get out here in these streets and they start making dumb decisions, and end up doing stuff like this. And this one here, man, was just funny, man, because he robbed the store before. As you heard them say, he robbed the store before. I think a week before that, or some days or some time before that, before this robbery, he robbed this store once before. And they was ready for his ass this time. This is how dumb this young guy was, man. He came back to the same damn store. And he He came in there like, I've been here before, man. This is one of the easy ones. It was so easy the first time, man. This right here is easy money. But this time they was ready for his ass. They might not have been waiting on him, because I don't think anybody is expecting the same robber to come in the store twice. But this time they was waiting for him. And as heartless as he came into that store, man, with no regard for the child, for the baby, or nothing. This guy was just, man, he wasn't thinking at all. He wasn't thinking at all. You know why? Because he's not a real criminal. Guys like this, they're not real criminals, man. They're wannabes. As you can see, he turned into a crybaby. I mean, any real criminal, any real street guy understands, man, that when you're indulging yourself into these type of activities, and you're committing crimes and all these different crimes and all that, you understand that there are two sides. There are two sides to this lifestyle, man. And when the tables turn, man, you kind of already know that this was, this was in the cards. This was in the cards. So some criminals, they just throw their hands up and they get there, you got me. Some of them fight their way out. Some of them is they're not going back, and they hold themselves to that, and they will blast their way out. But this young guy here, he was not one of them. He wasn't a real criminal, man. He was a misled young guy that was influenced by all the negative things that he's seen growing up. All the people that he's seen do these type of activities, man. And sadly, it probably looked cool to him. It probably looked good to him. Like, cause sometimes some of these young people, man, they can look at these videos, man, and they can see themselves, man. They can see themselves being a tough guy. Because that's how the world view some of these guys, man. It's the tough guys, the life of crime, and they get it how they live, man. They not getting a job. That's just not, that's not in the cards for them. They're not getting a job, man. They're gonna rob you. They're gonna sell some drugs. Whatever they got to do to survive. They're not getting a job. They're not working for nobody, man. And some of these young guys, they look at these type of guys, man, and they buy the wrong dream. These guys somehow sell them the wrong dream, man. They sell them the wrong dream. There's no sweet, happy ending when you indulging in criminal activity, such as, the crime this young guy, just involved himself in. Man, this one here, man, as you can see, right? As you can see, this time his ass got outsmarted. He got outsmarted. All he knew, that's why I said he's not a real criminal. All he knew was that he robbed the store before. So, it's like this is one of those stores. Whenever I feel like it, I can run up in here, man. I can run up in here, man, and clear the cash register out, and I can get away. Because I did this before. Same store. You know, probably same time of day. He thought he knew a little something because he did it before. But this time they outsmarted his ass, man. Everybody. The store, the employee or the store owner, whoever she was ready for his ass this time, man. And she made sure all the customers made their way out the store. And they locked his ass in there. Now, you got all the money. You got the cash register. It's all yours. You got the cash register. It's all yours. All the money in the cash register. You know, all the proceeds, man, that they made all day, man. They've been there since early in the morning, man. You got all the money they work for all day. But you can't do shit with it. Because guess what? Guess what? This time, you are outsmarted. All you can do is look at the money. All you can do is look at it, man. It ain't got no damn value, man. It ain't spendable. You got to get out the store first, man, before you can go. You can spend that them Benjamins or them Jacksons or whatever in that register, man. You got to get out the store, man. You got to escape first. In the way it was looking for this young guy, man, he knew he fucked up. He knew he fucked up. As you can see, he wanted to get out that store so bad, man, that he shot he busted a few shots at the lock. Fucked the lock all up. But shooting at a lock ain't gonna do nothing, man. You can shoot at the lock all day, man. That shit is even gonna ricochet. Or it's gonna chip that shit and slide off of it, or whatever. But your ass ain't going nowhere, man. You might as well do the same thing. If you're in a situation like this, you might as well do the same thing this young guy just did. Please, please, please. Yeah. Too late to be sorry, man. Too late to be sorry. You know? We just put you a new home on layaway, man. You just put you a new home on layaway. You got a bunkie. You got a nice steel toilet with a sink on it. You know? You got a TV you can share with about 32 other men. You got a few showers, depending on what facility you're going to, what county you're going to. You might have to share a shower with about 12 other guys. All because you wanted to go into that store. You want to go into that store, man, and take a few dollars. When you could have just got a job. I don't care if you get a job at McDonald's, Foot Locker, Chili's, wherever, man. Anything is better than making a horrible decision like the one this young guy just made, man. You know? Because the person that's working at one of these small businesses, they have a paycheck to look forward to. They are doing something productive with their time, man. They are doing something productive with their time. Something positive, man. And when you do positive things, only positivity can come out of it. So I just want y'all to understand, man. Before you admire guys like this and think that the street life is more juicier than the life than living a productive, living a productive life, man. If you think that's better than getting a real job, then I'll be the first one to tell you. There will come a day where you will be caught up in a situation just like this young guy. Just like this young guy. There will be a day where you will end up in a situation where you'll be forced to do this. Nothing else but this here. Put your hands up. It's over. It's over. There's nowhere to run, man. You got guns pointed at you from every angle. There is no way to run. There's no way to run. Just get on your knees, man. Keep your hands up like this and don't make no sudden movement. Because at this point, you making a sudden movement can mean the difference between life and death. Understand that. Because you choose to be a criminal. You choose to go down the wrong path. When you could have been at that very moment when that young guy was in that store praying to God and putting his hands up. Just understand that very moment, he wished he would have been at McDonald's. He wished he would have been at McDonald's, man. Or Foot Locker. Or one of these little stores, man, that a lot of people look down upon. He'd rather be in one of those stores in a uniform, helping customers instead of robbing customers and robbing store employees. So anyway, just think about that, man, because the life of crime ain't worth it, man. There is no sweet, happy ending when you indulge these type of activities. Anyway, until next time, it's your boy, Mr. 1751, bringing y'all another 1751 reaction. And until next video. Hey, if you enjoy watching videos like these, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Help your boy get into the algorithm so that I can continue to bring you more videos just like the one you just watched. Anyway, until next time, y'all stay up.
Yeah, devil let in my soul, I can't let him get to me. Can't let him get to me, trying to be a different man, I'm not who I used to be. Had to switch my whole imagery, I'm a changed man. If I didn't believe in myself, who would've believed in me? Even when I was down, nobody knew I needed help. Who would've thought I ain't eat? Many days, many nights had to swallow my pride and just go to sleep.